Hi everybody, welcome back for another distance learning how-to video. In this video, I want to just go over some of the what, why, and how of doing a Google Chat with your teacher. So first of all, I'd like to kind of address the why. So when the governor first mandated that schools in Arizona would be closing temporarily, our school immediately took action and started exploring ways to be able to continue all of the scholars' learning without skipping a single beat. And one of the ways that we discovered would be very effective is to utilize a Google application, a chat feature, so that students and their teachers could chat live over the internet, not having to use a phone, being able to join together as a whole class or small group or whatever was needed, and even have access to video, kind of FaceTime situation, as well as obviously microphone. So that's the why. Now what? So basically the whole bottom line is that when you hear Google Hangouts or Google Meet, the concept is, like I said, it's chatting online live over Google. So Google Hangouts and Google Meet, those two titles have been used a lot interchangeably, and I sort of tripped through it and stumbled around for about a week. And fortunately, my middle school team really started to discover and share with me what the differences are, and let me share that with you. So Google Hangouts is actually an older version of Google Chat, and they have now transformed it to be more used for the general consumer. They've now created Google Meet, which is intended more, from my understanding, for larger organizations. And that leads me into some more why, and that is why do we use Google Meet instead of Google Hangouts? There's two reasons. So the first reason is that there's a larger maximum amount of people you can invite into your chat in Google Meet. Google Hangouts, from my understanding, has a little bit lower limit. Not as many people can be in the chat room at the same time. The other reason is it's very convenient because we are able, as teachers and administration, to invite students and parents through our school calendars. And that the application that comes up through the calendar is Google Meet. So there's a little background about kind of what, why, how, or what and why. Excuse me, I haven't gotten to the how yet. And so let me do that now. I am in my Google browser. I'm not going to go over any of that background right now because I already created other videos that help you to log in and access your apps. So I'm going to assume you already know that. And if you don't, just go ahead back into my YouTube channel and you can access those videos first. So I am logged in. I'm going to go to my 9 dots and I am going to access my apps through there. So I have been told that my teacher has invited me to an online chat and I can find it in my email. You can actually find it two places. You can find it in your calendar and your Gmail. Let's just go ahead into the Gmail to see what that looks like. So I'm going to click there. Oh, look, right at the top, I see an invitation. I click on that and it looks like it came from this email, a teacher email, and it is an ELA Google Meet, okay? So I am going to scroll down and in the middle of the email you're going to see the date, the time, all sorts of information, and you need to click yes to accept the invite. If you don't do that, you've missed a step and you're not going to be able to join the Google Meet, okay? So if I scroll down just a little more, and I'll be honest, and maybe you agree, I feel like this is kind of jumbled because there's so many different font sizes and colors, and I feel like they could do better with how this looks, but alas, I do not work for Google. So scroll down a little more after you've accepted the invitation, and you're going to see Join Hangouts Meet. Okay, here's the magical key into the door. All right, so if I click that, it's going to open up the Google Meet app. There I am. So Few things here. If you are on your phone, it's probably going to ask you the first time to download the Google Meet app. And so you'll just need to go ahead and do that. It's a free download. It works very well. Once you do that, you'll be able to join the chat, essentially. One quick thing is that if you don't see yourself when you first open this, something is happening with your camera. I don't know if I feel skilled enough to go over all of the ins and outs of fixing your personal camera on your laptop or phone. If that's the case, maybe, seek out some sort of help through your phone provider or through your, you can kind of Google and look up some troubleshooting ideas. You could email one of us and it may be that one of us can help you. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over here. So join now, that's going to be how you actually enter. What I'm looking at right now, I'm actually not in the chat, even though I can see myself and I can see down here that my voice is being detected by these little sound bars. It's probably not the technical term for them. But this big green oval join now button is how I join. It says no one else is here. I'm going to be totally honest. It's midnight here in Casa Grande, Suburbia, so of course no one else is here. And I also only invited myself. That is a sad party. Anyway, I'm going to click join now, and I'll show you what happens. Okay, so my screen changed. Nobody else is in here, but this is what it would look like. If you joined the chat, you would see your face, okay? Down at the bottom, here's the microphone. You can mute and unmute. Scholars are expected to mute the microphone if they are not speaking, okay? Because otherwise it turns into a lot of jumble and just talking over each other. Right here's how you hang up. And then you can shut your camera off too, which most of our middle schoolers do because they're a little shy about it. That's fine. So there, I've shut my camera off and now you can see that I'm talking. There's my face. Turn me back on. All right. You don't need the captions. It's not really necessary. The present now button is really cool because you can show other people in the chat your own screen. So sometimes I'll use that as a teacher to share things, and scholars can also show what they're doing, like show their work. Maybe if they're working like on math in particular, that would be very helpful. Let's go ahead up to the top of the screen here, and there's one super important feature that I want to point out to you. This is the chat stream where you type. So once you open that up, I can type to everybody. Hi everyone. There's nobody else in here. And now that's going to pop up there, and you can see it's midnight, and yes, I am still working. And then everybody can chat back and forth. So if I click on people, that's going to show who's in the room. Again, just me. But typically I'll see lots of scholars listed here. And actually Mrs. Curtin just sent me an extension so that I'll be able to have everybody in a grid across my screen. Maybe I can share that with you as well later. All right, so that's basically it. I'm going to go ahead and go out of here. So you can see what happens. It says you left the meeting, and you can rejoin or return to the home screen. So I'm going to return to the home screen. I'm in my app here on my computer. It's just through the internet, and I've got, oh, here's my classes for tomorrow. Anyway, just kind of showing you around a little bit. So the last thing I want to show you, this video is almost approaching 10 minutes. I've been trying to keep them to about 10 minutes, is how can you access your Google Hangout, or excuse me, Google Meet through your calendar, because it's just always nice to know different ways to do things. So I'm back in my apps. I'm going to, oops, I clicked Gmail again. Habit. I'm going to click calendar. So something I'm going to see in here, all right, so right now it just turned to April 2nd because it's 12:15 a.m. And cancel Yuma Hotel. That is me reminding myself to cancel my hotel because I'm not going on a trip to San Diego now when the school year is over. So anyway, I don't know why I needed to explain that to you. So I see here, I'm going to go down. If you follow my cursor, here down here is oops, where is it? Oh no, that's my 8th grade. Come back up. So this one up at the top, ELA Google Meet. I'm going to just, even when I just hover, I didn't even click anything. That's going to open up a screen as well to join the Meet. So I'm going to click that, I think. Got it. Oh, I got to click got it. Click the Meet. Oh, look, I'm right back here again. So you've got what, you've got why, you've got 2 ways how. So I'm a little tired, and so I apologize if this video is not up to par, but I just wanted to help out. So if you have any other questions about Google Meet, please shoot any of your teachers an email and we can help you out. All right, have a good day, I guess, because it's technically morning. Bye, guys.